tomorrow morning. I have a meeting in Seattle. My meeting is at 10 o'clock. I'm going to fly out in the morning right at 6 o'clock, trying to make it on time. My flight is at like 5:30, 6 o'clock. A few things I'm going to do. I'm not just going to go to sleep and hope that somehow I wake up perchance. Most likely, I'm going to have, one, go to sleep on time. Number two, I'm going to have 4 alarms on. And I'm going to put my phone on the other side because I'm scared I'm going to put it on snooze and I'm going to miss my flight. And even after doing all of that, if my flight is at 6 o'clock and the airport is 20 minutes away, when in our lives have we ever left to the airport just that amount of time? Let's say the flight is at 6 o'clock, DFW airport is 15, 20 minutes away. Have we in our wildest dreams ever left at 5:40? We've never done it. Because we know you have to account for traffic. When you get to the airport, you have to account for security. What if there's lost baggages? What if they ask you some further questions? What if when I get there, they change the terminal? There's so many variables. That's why even in the email that you get, they'll say, please ensure that you are here 2 hours before, so that they don't have any liability. So when it comes to a flight, not only do we have an alarm, not only do we prepare beforehand, we keep such a buffer time to ensure that I will not be late, let alone missing my flight. When we think about our salah and coming to the masjid, we need to have a very similar philosophy. Yes, it doesn't have to be too much. If I know Isha salah is at 9 o'clock and adhan is going to happen hypothetically at 8:45, I'm in my house, I pray Maghrib, I do my sunnah, I get back home, it's 8:05, 8:10. I look at the time, I'm like, you know what? Let me go have dinner. I'm going to have dinner. Then I'm going to sit down, I'm like, I want to read the news. So now it's 8:35, it's 8:40. And I'm doing the calculation in my head that, okay, from my house to the masjid is a 10-minute drive. So technically, if I leave at 8:49 and 59 seconds, I will make it at least 1 second before the salah starts. But that doesn't take into account so many variables. Variable number one, I get into my car, I'm about to drive, I'm like, oh, I left my keys. I go get my keys, I miss a minute. I'm about to drive again and I'm like, oh, I forgot something, I go back inside. I start driving, there's a roadblock, they need a detour, I go another way, another minute gets wasted. I'm on my way to the masjid and I meet an old friend. And mashallah, in front of the masjid was sitting down over there and doing our old gabshap, you know, like, oh, back in the days we used to do this, and how was your day, and did you hear this? Iqamah is going on, salah is going on, and I miss 1 rak'ah. So a very simple lesson for myself, it's not for anybody here, for myself, is that, you know, we need to have a buffer time. The one advantage I have is sometimes I have to lead salah, so I don't have the luxury of pushing it late. Because if I come 1 minute late, salah's going to already start. They're going to have another driver. I have to make sure I'm there because I'm the driver. But for many of us, we have to ensure that when I'm coming for salah, I don't just calculate my travel time. I need to have a buffer, my wudu. In case I want to give salam to someone, I'm going to slowly make my way there. So make sure we have that buffer so we can get takbiratul ula. That is the greatest reward. Jama'ah, Allah reward all of the brothers. The fact that we come to the masjid, instead of just praying by ourselves, is a great reward in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But we want to get the highest reward, let's try to catch takbiratul ula as well. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward everyone for coming for jama'ah. May Allah give us the inspiration to come on time and prepared as best as possible. Inshallah, after the remaining sunan, we'll have our weekly hadith session. Everyone is requested to participate. Jazakumullah.